JR is a teenage boy who resides in East London in the Eastern Cape province, and he's autistic. Now, this self-taught pianist has for the past 3 years hosted events to raise awareness about autism. He has performed at various events such as the Macufe Homebrew, Mthiza Festival, Berlin November and many others. It was in 2019 when JR was awarded with the Ovation Award, and this morning we'll be talking about his music and other activities. And we're joined by his mother, Yolande Nkosi, and she joins us now via Skype. Yolande, very good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
Certainly. What an exceptionally brilliant man he is. Do you want to talk to us about his love for music and how you, as his mother, discovered that he is actually into music?
It was on his 6th birthday, and at the time, he was not a fan of toys. He just enjoyed playing with grass. He would throw away toys and would rather grab a blade of grass outside. So on that day, we gifted him with a toy piano, knowing very well that he could also toss that away. But to our surprise, when we sang Happy Birthday, he began playing the tune da 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 on his toy piano. We were also amazed. We stopped singing instead in wonder. That's where it all started. We decided to then, get to a piano tutor so he could be professionally taught. But because of the communication barrier, the tutor explained that he would not be able to teach him. So we just bought a keyboard with the hope that maybe one of us would learn. Then one day, as he was watching his favorite channel, IG Gospel One Gospel, he got up and went straight to the keyboard and played the exact song that was on. I'm certain that God was speaking to us as a family because the song he played that day was a joyous celebrations Tula wazindi nguThixo, which means okay, Tula wazindi nguThixo.
Wow, I'm dumbstruck. I mean, he's incredible, isn't it? And more especially because he's a self-proclaimed autism ambassador in East London. Just how much work is he involved in to educate communities, especially where he lives, about this disease?
JR participates in a number of public events, and through this, he encourages affected families by reminding them that you can have autism, but you still can. Well, that was the theme of one of the concerts that we hosted, autism awareness concerts, that I am autistic, but I can. So people get to realize that autism is not necessarily a disability, but a different ability. So he gets to showcase his God-given skill. In most cases, children with autism keep to themselves and have to be closely monitored and are confined to their homes. JR aims to change that narrative by showing that kids with autism each have unique abilities which need to be nurtured.
Yeah, and as a mother raising a child with such a disorder, what kind of challenges do you personally encounter and have to go through on a daily basis, and how do you normally overcome them?
Yeah, it is not, and it's still not easy at all, but one has to put up a brave face for the sake of the child. The world sees this poker face and assume I don't have my moments. But I do sometimes go to my little corner, curl up and break down, but would remember God's promises. The very first challenge was trying to understand what exactly autism was, because when the doctor gave us the diagnosis, it was the first time ever that I heard of the word autism. I even asked him to tell me what it was in my native language, which is isiXhosa. I was hoping to get a prescription to go to the pharmacy, to get something that would alleviate the autism he was talking about. Things got worse when he informed me that there was no cure. I started wondering if I had done something wrong during my pregnancy. It took some time to accept, as we had to first understand what we were dealing with. Then obviously not being able to have a conversation with him when he would throw tantrums and bang his head on the floor repeatedly, and I would have no idea what was wrong or what he actually wanted. There is no easy way to actually describe what it is like to have your hopes dashed, especially when you think of all the things your child will never do. And when told about this, you are not told of the things they might do or what they might do exceptionally, like JR and so many other brilliant pupils living with autism. I always say to parents, let's closely monitor them and find a way of embracing whatever it is that a child likes. And again, not understanding, when it's very difficult, when you are in a public space where people don't understand him. That comes with judgmental stares and sneering as if he has no manners and is misbehaving when he does something inappropriate. So the difficult part is where you have to explain to people who are already annoyed and have already judged. In fact, we always have to turn the other cheek and take the high road when those things happen.
Yeah.
But God always has a way, of comforting us as parents. Hence, the song we composed with JR that tries to conquer autism, where we are actually, trying to comfort parents that they must not lose hope.
And I suppose it speaks to the importance of having a bond with the children with autism. And one heartwarming fact is that, studies have shown that parents of children with autism are more likely to report a close relationship with their children and, better coping skills with regards to parenting tasks, with regards to, taking care of a child with autism. And I do understand that April is Autism Awareness Month. Talk to us about some of the activities that JR will be taking part in.
Well, unfortunately, because of the lockdown now, because there were so many things, that were actually planned for this month, including hosting an Autism Awareness Day, Autism Awareness Day that we usually do. Since 27, without fail, we have been doing that as a family. So we had planned to this time around to actually have it in a theater production. So we had, we had everything planned for that. And even as our support group here in East London and other people we had planned, having the autism awareness walks and even events where we would try and educate people about autism.
All right, Yolande, thank you so much for your time. Much appreciated. That was Yolande Nkosi talking to us about his son, JR, as a self-taught pianist and an autism ambassador in East London. We'll be playing some of his music videos.